floor doesn't give me the same James Brown slide as the last apartment. I don't know if it's because it's new or because my feet are clean. I don't know. Not that they were dirty over there, but I'm just saying. Hey, beautiful family, welcome back to your channel. Do I look refreshed? Do I look post-vacation, relaxation? Yeah, okay. I hope I look like all that. I have just had to take me a... Okay, hair. Do you want to get snatched off on camera or no? Leave me alone now. I had to take me a... Would you call it a staycation? Because it wasn't a far travel. You know, I ain't ready for that yet. But it was a away from social media. It was a reevaluation of my life, people in my life, just the norm, the stuff you can do right in your own house, you know. But I just wanted to step away, come back to appreciate even more than I've ever appreciated my home, being able to come home to my place. You know what I mean? And it was more of a mental reset, just mentally reset, recharge, hit the ground running. Hey, I'm back. Simple as that. We all need that. We all need that. Just, I don't know if I told y'all this or did I tell y'all, but anyway, if I hadn't, I went back since. It was part of my rejuvenation. I found an all black massage studio, massage parlor, whatever you call them. Black owned, black ran. All the masseuses are black females. I got the same girl I had the time before this. I feel like I told you this before, but I'm not sure if I did or not. I'll tell y'all so much stuff. When I tell you, honey, I promise you, I think this girl is out to snatch souls in a good way. Like literally in a good way. This is my second time going to this place, my second time using her. And I asked her the first time and I asked her again, will you marry me? Sis, will you marry me? Like, I'm talking about, she's ripping souls out. She's massaging you down to the beneath your organs, okay? You can't walk, you can't talk, you can't, you just about can't even, just like, you don't know what's happening to your body when she is done digging into your, in a good way. I said, sis, will you marry me? Please, just marry me. No joke. Perfect, okay? This is a half a cup, or not even a half. This is less than a half a cup. We're just going to add to it. Get your coffee, your tea, your NyQuil, your juicy juice, your vodka, your whatever it is you need. And for some reason, this coffee is a little bit strong, okay? I grounded the beans myself a while back, and I stored them. I think I showed y'all that. Well, I'm on to that container now. And I don't care how little you put in here to make or how much water you add. Girl, honey, this is some beard growing coffee here. Don't get me wrong. I like it a little truck driver strong, but girl, not that strong. I'm going to add a little bit of creamer to it, down to my last full bottle of creamer. This is French vanilla. So today, you guys, I'm taking you on another field trip, okay? We're going on another field trip. Now listen. I hope you guys enjoy or you've watched all 4 parts, okay, of my walkthrough down. Honey, this piece of hair right here, I'm telling y'all, it's going to be on the floor. I'm hoping you watched all 4 parts of my walkthrough down at Furniture Land South. the world's largest furniture store in the world, okay? If nothing else, because I walked so much that day and still did not cover. I only walked, what's less than a third, okay? What I showed y'all in that 4-part video was less than a third of the entire place overall. Like, the campus is ridiculously big. They even had in addition to the 3-floor building I walked through and showed you, they had another 4-story building, 3 or 4-story building, another 3 or 4-story building. And at the time that I was down there, they had a big tent section set up with stuff under it for sale. Y'all better have to watch part 1, 2, 3, and 4 simply because my legs were on fire when I left. My arm was hurting, okay, from holding the camera. My arm was on fire. Y'all better have to watch it. I'm not playing with y'all. Y'all better have got over there and watched. And just because they look like it might be the same video uploaded 4 times, it's not. It's part 1, 2, 3, and 4. Get over there and watch them, y'all, because your girl was broke down tired. I said, ain't no way in the world I can go in the up. I can't do it. But I ended up, when I first got there, because I didn't know where to go, I ended up going into the main showroom floor, which is where I met another young lady that was like, hey, you probably want to start over here in the outlet part and then work your way around like that. But while I was in the showroom, the part where, you know, you order the furniture, you pick your furniture out, you order it, kind of customize it, and it take 3 months, 4, 5, 6 months, even, or whatever. That showroom, just for me standing in the lobby and kind of, you know, gazing at different little, I thought, oh, if you don't get nothing from in there but inspiration, that's all you probably gonna get out of that. That stuff was no joke in price. She was trying to give me an example of something, very few things in the actual showroom can be bought and taken that day like the stuff in the outlet can, right? So she gave me an example. She said, for example, this comforter set on this bed. Bed was absolutely beautiful, by the way. She said, no, this comforter set has a tag on it, and you see the little red. That's what, when you see the red strip, that means you can actually buy that piece. And it just so happens it was a comforter. She was using this as an example. So I just glanced down at the comforter set. So I'm assuming when I think of home goods and I think of comforter, I think at most comforter. Maybe you get a sheet set. You might not. Flat fitted. You might get a pillow or two. You might not. I'm thinking home goods in my mind. That's what she shopped. Home goods. Bed in the baggage, but not maybe bed in the baggage. Maybe it's just a comforter. I don't know. Nice comforter. I've paid upwards of $200 for a comforter before because I really liked it. I glanced down at the price. Girl, I said, what, $1,100. So what? I mean, what all do you get for $1,100? Do you get the mattress, the comforter, all the pillows that was piled up on the bed looking beautiful? I mean, what do you get for $1,100? Just this white comforter? I still want to take y'all in there just for the heck of it, just so we can look and ooh and ah together. Okay. If nothing else but that, cheers. So today we're going to American Furniture. We're going to, is it American Furniture? American Furniture and a place called Dave's Furniture, I believe. They're all down there by that, in the same area of that, what I just call it? The place I just took y'all. Furniture Land South. Okay. It's all down by that way in that area, whatever. So we're going to go to Dave's Furniture. I think I'm saying it right. and American furniture. Why do I feel like that's wrong? But I think it is. American furniture. Well, that's where we're going today on our little field trip. What am I looking for today, you say? You ask me again so I can hear you. Okay, so I'm going to look for a bed today. Going to look for a bed for the bedroom. Why are you just looking for a bed, Sharon? I mean, ain't you got to get some living room furniture? Ain't you? Guess what's over there? Guess what's over there? Would you like a sneak peek? Or do I play too much? Maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll show you in another video. But she's pretty. Let me tell you, let me give y'all a tip in home decor. Right? Go with your first mind. Okay? Go with your first mind. Whatever your first choice is when you see it, and whatever it is you see that give you that, that feeling, that's the one. Don't get the about something and then go over here and be like, oh, okay, well, I like that one too. I can make that work. See, it didn't give you that, like the first one did. So this one is going to be the one you settle for. You might like it. It might be cute. Okay, it's whatever. All right, I'll take it. You know, especially when you're desperate like I was, right? Let me tell y'all something. Let me give y'all a story time about her back there. And if you think you know me, then you'll know what's behind this camera. You'll know which sectional I went with. You will know. Okay? I'm a person, when I'm shopping for something, even if I'm desperate, okay? I take it back. Because I have made some desperate purchases before, and then I got rid of it on down the road. Like, I'm over this or whatever. This time it wasn't a desperate purchase. It was I gotta have it. I gotta have it. And when I tell you, brother, sister, I tracked this sucker down like a rabid dog. Okay? I'm talking about a rabid dog. Literally. Okay? Story time on this sectional. I'll go ahead and show it to you because I know y'all probably like, this chick. Well, maybe I'll make you wait. Hold up. I might make you wait. Stop screaming at the computer. Stop screaming at your phone. Stop nanny boo-boo. Stop screaming and stop trying to make me turn my camera around because I ain't doing it yet. I got to tell y'all a story first. You'll know where it's from and which one it is. You should know that if you know your sister. Okay, so first time I seen this sectional, I knew immediately. She's the one. She's the one. I gotta have her. I even, took a photo of myself relaxing on this sofa and posted it on Instagram. On my Instagram. So if you ain't follow me on Instagram, then you don't even know what I'm talking about. But, I took a picture of myself chilling, relaxing on this sofa. I've visited the store looking at this sectional. I bet 2 months. 2 months straight. I would go in there, look at it, sit on it, look at a different one, sit on it, check out another one, sit on it. But I always came back to this one. Okay? Every single store that I called from here where I live, we have 3 stores here that sell this section. 3. Not one had it in stock. The ones that did have it, people had already came in and put their money on it to hold. People had even went and put money on the sectional that wasn't even in the store, period. Basically buying themselves a spot for the sectional for whenever it come off the truck. They'd get a phone call, hey, your sectional has arrived, come pay the remainder of your money, it's yours, take it. Okay? That's how serious it was with this section. I see why. So I go in day before yesterday. This is how crazy it was. Day before yesterday, I asked the guy, I said, hey, Just trying to figure out, when y'all get some more of these sectionals, in or whatever. And in fact, that day, I was willing to go ahead and pay that price you pay to get next on the truck. But the only thing with that is they can't ever tell you what's coming on the truck. So the next 2-3 trucks that come might not even have your sectional on it. You just have to wait for whenever your merchandise comes, then we'll call you. I'm thinking, I may as well do it, but I don't want to do it. So that particular day, I'm in the store. I said, I'm just trying to see when y'all going to get another one of these sectionals in. He said, I have one in the back right now. I said, you do what? He said, yeah, I have one in the back. Like right this second. I said, sir, can you please, like just please, just go double check. Just to make me happy. Can you go double check to make sure you got one back there? Because at this point, I'm about to bust out this door and find me a U-Haul truck. You sure you got one back there? He came back. Well, we do have one back there, but it's on hold for somebody. I was sick. I said, okay. All right, cool. So I came home. I was a little sad, thinking, okay, what am I going to do? How long is this whole... Am I just going to have to get on the list of just the hurry up and wait list forever and ever for some furniture? Like, that's what we are now? Is that what we are? That's what it is? That's just what it is. Oh, my God. So much for me trying to entertain and be sexy and do the most, right? With 2 chairs in here. But okay, I don't have a choice. So yesterday, I just decided I'm going to go down the list and I'm going to call every single store and I'm going to ask about this section. Okay? I wasn't playing. So I started back with him where he told me he had the one and they was going, hadn't came in and paid the remainder, but they was going to come. Because my thing is this. I feel like it should be first come, first serve. If I come in there, even if somebody done put $300, $400 down to hold it, right? And I know that's selfish for me, but I just feel like it's business. If I come in there and I say, here, hey, I got the full amount, I want it right now, I feel like you should call them people back and tell them, look, come pick your money up. We ended up having to sell the merchandise because it was a guaranteed sale, okay? Ain't no guarantee that they're going to come back and pay the entire rest. They may just have that money's just holding it while they looking someplace else, and then you done missed out on a sale because now here they come, I want my money back, I done found something else, and you done missed out because I'm gone now. Look, I'm telling me, I'm gone now, right? So I called that same store back. No, we don't have any in here, but I can look on the computer and I can tell you who has one or who may have one. I said, well, why the hell you do that? The alphabet in. Okay, perfect. So he did, okay? He came into the phone. He said, I found you 2 of them right now, right around the corner from where I used to stay at in the very first apartment. Literally. Actually, it's across the bridge from Monte, to be honest with you. I said, they got 2 right now in the store. He said, yep, I'm looking at it on the computer. 2 of them. I said, well, I'm doggone. All right, bye. So I called them. Because if you're a smart person, you'll call first, right? Because I'm smart. So I called. Hey, I'm calling to see if you have the Broyhill Parkdale sofas section. I was told you have 2 in the store. Is that so? Look, I'm ready. I'm excited, girl. I almost got my pocketbook. I'm ready to go. He said, yeah, we did have 2. They just been sold. I said, just as in like today? He said 1 sold yesterday, 1 sold just now. Yeah, they're gone. Which is why the guy was able to see them in my system here. They're gone. I don't have them anymore. My stomach sank to the pit. It just sank down here. Just down. I said, okay. Can you look in your system and can you tell me what you see? Can we just play system to system at this point? Because clearly he was wrong. When he saw it, It wasn't wrong, but they were already gone. So clearly the system doesn't update immediately when they sell one, right? Clearly. So he looked and he said, no, actually, I'm looking and I don't see him anywhere, literally. He said, but I do see that a store in High Point has half of the sectional. I said, well, what do you mean? He said, looks like they only have half of it. So who bought the other half? I mean, who buying half of sectionals? I'm confused. He said, no, nobody bought nobody bought it. Sometimes that's how they come off the truck. They may just send us half, and then the next time a shipment comes in, we'll get the other half. But we can't sell half of a sectional. But I see that a store has half the sectional. So if you want to go to High Point and pay for the sectional, right, like everybody else been doing, when the other half comes in, they'll call you. You can go pick up your whole sofa. I'm like, bro, I don't want to freaking do that, okay? So I called the last one here. Now, he didn't tell me that this place had anything in the system, nothing whatsoever. He just told me about the half. So I called one last place. Actually, I called the location that was near my house that I moved from, that my daughter's in right now. I called them. It was a black guy, answered the phone. And I said, hey, sir, listen. I'm in dire need, and I'm on the hunt. Been on the hunt, been getting disappointed. I'm giving him the whole spiel. I've been getting disappointed. All I want is the Broy Hill Parkdale sectional. That's it, that's all. That's all I want. Somebody got half of one. Somebody told me a store had two. That store say they sold them all. They don't have no more. He ain't got nothing. It's just been around and around and around and around. He said, I just took the plastic off of one that I'm about to put on the floor as a display because we, too, don't have any. I said, you about to do what? He said, I'm about to snatch the plastic off this sectional because they won't allow them to sell the floor displays, right? Especially now, right? Because I've even asked that question. He said, I said, sir, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. If it ain't been on the floor to be seen, can't nobody miss it, right? Can you just scoot that thing back to the back there, okay? I'm on my way to get it. He said, what's your name? So I told him my name is Sharon. He gave me his name. He said, I'm the manager. I got you. He said, you serious? You're on your way? I said, yes. He said, because I ain't trying to miss out on no money. You know what I'm saying? Basically fooling around with you too much. You on your way, and I don't put it out on the floor. Because he said, these things is going like hotcakes. Clearly, I know this. I got in my car. I went and got a... No, I didn't. I called Monte. Monte come pick me up. I need to go get a U-Haul truck. Monte was here in less than 8 minutes, okay? Came, I went and got a U-Haul truck. I drove that truck like it was a freaking race car at a NASCAR race. That truck was wide freaking open, okay? I whipped up into that big lot, pulled right up at the door, boom, got out. He knew it was me. He said, you, you, sis, wasn't playing no games. I said, let me get that. Now, mind you, when I went and got the U-Haul, I had to get what was available. And all they had available, because I told you, everybody's moving for some reason. I don't know what's going on. All they had was the U-Hauls that fit like a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom at most, or studio. So it was a little small truck, little 1999 truck, a little bitty one, right? I took what they had, okay? Anybody got time to be riding around looking for a large U-Haul? I'm thinking, yeah, surely that it'll fit on here. It'll fit on here. I'm wide open in that truck, y'all. I'm talking about pedal to the, this is the metal to the pedal to the metal. Have it go. Ooh, I'm gone in that truck. I'm gone. I turn up in that there, get up in there. I'm like, yes, let me get my sectional. On top of that, okay, I said, well, while I'm here, because, let me say this, essential workers, count truck drivers, you get an additional 15% off, okay? Now they've included teachers. And teachers wasn't even part of the essential. I'm thinking, why weren't they in the loop to begin with? Like, for real, teacher? So they've added teachers. Truck drivers get 15% off. Everybody else get 10. Now, tip from me to you. Okay, so I pull out my CDL. It's like, here you go. I get my percentage, right? And I said, well, while I'm in here, I'm going to go ahead and buy my mattresses. Why the hell did I sell my mattresses with that bed? And why did he want to buy the mattresses with that? Well, he was desperate. He told me his story. The guy who bought the other furniture, he was desperate. Okay, so I guess I get it. He was like, you know, you look clean to me. The mattress look clean. I'm good. I want the whole thing. Okay, whatever. So I'm needing mattress box spring, right? King size. Okay, so I get the sectional. I buy the mattress and the box spring king size. He loaded the sectional up. He came back in. He said, ma'am, I can't fit your bed on here. Your mattress and your box spring truck ain't big enough. Look, here I go. Well, let me help you. Maybe you ain't doing it right. This man, girl, he said, okay, come on. Since you think you know, come on, let's go. The damn bed was wider than the truck, okay? Now, mind you, U-Haul is about to close. And you can do drop-offs with U-Hauls after hours. Put your key in the drop box and whatever, and then they'll reimburse you the difference, however you paid the following day. So, okay, whatever, no big deal, right? So I'm thinking, well, I don't have time, okay? And you know how I feel about asking people for help. I had already had my uncle that hung the TVs on reserve. He had just got off work. And I know he was dog tired because he worked a real man's job. Like, he be broke down, okay? He had just got off work when I called him and asked him, Uncle, before you get settled in, can you please help me unload, at the time I just said a sectional. Well, I didn't know that the bed wasn't going to fit on the truck, so I told him, take the bed off, take the bed back off my receipt, just let me get the sectional. Because again, I can't have people on hold waiting on me. I'm limited in who I can get to help me. You understand what I'm saying? So I have to do things that's going to work out for everybody, okay? So there was no way I was going to get Uncle to help me unload a big-ass sectional today, go rent another U-Haul truck that would be big enough to get the mattress and the box spring, and then have him do that as well. And I'm all the way up here on the top floor. I'm like, you know what? One thing at a time. So he took it off the receipt. And so I just got the sectional, right? Said, okay, fine, whatever. Wherever I go buy my mattress, and that, when I tell you that Serta, oh my God. Black mattress set, pillow top, Serta, hotel brand. Oh my God. Anyway, that was the best feeling mattress I've laid on in a long time. Anyway, so I get home. I call Uncle. Hey, I call him right when I'm en route, so we can kind of get at the same time. So I'm en route, Uncle. About to pull up, just a few minutes. He lived right up the street. So he was like, hey, I'm on my way. He was about to cut his grass after a hard day's work. And then here I go, you know. So it's just me and Uncle. We thought we had another guy, but turns out that guy was like, I ain't. He found out probably I'm on the top floor. He was like, I got something to do. So he bailed out on us, right? So Uncle said, well, who gonna help us? I said, it's me and you. He said, me and you gonna do what? I said, we're gonna lift this section up to the top floor. He said, you. I said, Uncle, I got it. I got my end. You got yours, I got mine. Women, we ain't got no choice, right? When I tell you that thing is heavier than, I don't think I've ever. Even the last Big Daddy sectional, he was heavy. Gray boy, dark gray boy, he was heavy. This was like lifting a freaking small car, okay? And then I got these nails on top of that, and nothing really to grip, okay? I don't get a close enough parking spot, by the way. Let me just say that. I'm about, 4 cars down from walking into our building up the steps, about 4 cars down. So it's a little bit of a step and then up the steps. I'm trying to grip I'm trying. The sofa's wider than me. I have nothing really to grab. I'm scared the sofa is going to drop across my fingernails and I'm going to be at the hospital bleeding to death, okay? We struggling. Oh my God. I'm talking about every inch I took. Oh, I need to take a break. One more step. Wait, Uncle, I need to take a break. I thought it's going to be 2 days before we get this. This is going to be next week. We're going to be out here unloading this truck to next week, honey. All of a sudden, I heard a voice say, hey, you guys need some help? I didn't see where he came from, and I actually didn't even see where he went to when he helped us. He said, hey, y'all need some help? I put the sofa down. I'm like, well, yeah. At first, I thought he was joking. Like, these 2 people struggling with the couch. You know how people be joking sarcastically. So I'm thinking that's what he was doing. But he was like, oh, I'll help you. So I got out of the way. He and Uncle scooped the couch up. And when I tell you they were struggling, every flight of steps that they took, they had to stop, rest, collect themselves. Pouring sweat. Okay? Every flight. Next flight, they stopping, they resting, about to die, okay? So when they got it in here, finally got it in here, he was like, well, where do you, I said, just sit it anywhere. I don't care where you put it. I'll figure that out later. Just thank you. So he was like, well, what's your name? I said, my name is Sharon. He said, well, I'm Bob. Nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you too, Bob, and thank you. So he asked my uncle, he said, well, what's your name? So my uncle was like, Cap. He was like, what's that? He said, Cap. Like Cap, the Cap. Oh, nice to meet you, Cap. Welcome to the neighborhood. So, Bob said, okay, now Bob, mind you, when he walked up from wherever he walked up, hey, y'all need some help, we were away from the U-Haul truck. So I don't know if Bob just decided once he lifted this dinosaur and got it up here, I don't give a damn what they got on that U-Haul truck. I should have kept my mouth shut and not have offered my services because I'm about to die, like legit about to die. Okay? Bob said to us, well, it was nice meeting y'all, and y'all have a good day, and good luck, good luck. Bob was out, gone. I'm thinking, what, Bob, we got another piece on the truck, like Bob said, bye, okay? So now it's back to me and Uncle again. Luckily, the piece that he and Bob brought up was the heaviest side of the sectional, okay? So, now here we go. I put my big girl muscles on. I said, listen, I drive an 18-wheeler truck. Honey, I have built basements. I've hung drywall. I'm hyping myself up. I've hung drywall. I did wiring. I've done it all. Okay? I can lift this couch. This couch ain't going to defeat me. The devil is a lie. Come on, Uncle, let's get this. That's what I said. Hyping myself and scared at the same time. I get my end. And I said, Uncle, which is easier? Look, me, like I'm the strongest. Uncle, which is easiest for you? Going up, backwards, or walking up? Whichever way is easier for you, I'll take the other way. Like, girl, who are you? Where does that come from? He said, I'll back it up. You push it up. So I said, okay. Boom, scoop my end up. I said, I'm ready. I said, Uncle, let's not stop till we get it in the apartment. He looking at me like, honey, me and Bob did the first one. You do what now? He said, oh, no, we stopping on every at the top of every flight. We stopping. Are you crazy? I was like, no, we can do this. Scoop my end up. Got to the top. I thought, hold on. Put it down, Uncle, please. Oh, God, I'm about to die. Honey, I thought Uncle was about to pass out. I was out there because I was yelling at him. You know how when somebody about to faint, they have that distant, disoriented kind of a look, right? That's what Uncle was having. And I'm behind the sectional on the steps. He's up top on the landing part. The sectional's wider than the step pathway. So how am I going to get to him unless I let the sectional go, slide down the steps? I run down, across, and back up on the other side, right? So I'm yelling at him, Uncle, you okay? He ain't answering me. So I'm screaming in the breezeway, Uncle, you okay? So he was like, he was like, I'm fine. I'm just trying to catch my breath. Like, I'm trying to catch my breath. Okay, I'm good. I said, are you sure? You want me to go get you some water? He was like, no, I just need to catch my breath. I'm good. Okay, my heart was racing. I thought Uncle was going down. And I'm thinking, Lord, all because of me in a damn sectional. Like, what? So he got his breath, got himself together. Okay, we go up. Boom, we hit the next flight. So when we get to this flight, now it's a sharp turn. I'm giving y'all the whole story. I know y'all like, what? So now it's a sharp turn. So not only on this landing do we got to push the sectional upright, turn it, then take it back down to go up the next flight of stairs. I bet Bob was somewhere looking at us like, better them than me, because Bob sure gave us the piece that Bob said, yeah, nice to meet y'all. Welcome to the neighborhood. Have a good day. Bob didn't even go look and see if anything else was in that truck. He just knew he wasn't touching it. So when we hit that last turn, laid it down, bent it up the stairs in here, and soon as it got right into the entryway right here, me and Uncle both hit the floor. We both hit the floor. So I got up, got us some water. Uncle said, I don't want no water. Give me some vodka on ice. He said, I don't want no water. I said, here you go, Uncle. Okay, how long have I told y'all this story? Woo, 40 minutes and ain't showed y'all nothing. Are you ready? Are you ready to see? Want to see my outfit of the day? So today's outfit for our shopping spree consists of some cut-off shorts that were already cut off from Target. These are from Target. Okay. This halter top shirt that I have on is actually a skirt. But, you know, I'm too thick to be wearing it as a skirt. So I buy these really stretchy skirts and wear them as halters because you don't have to worry about them rising up here. You know, they fit nice and snug, and that's what I have on. Hey. Okay, so let me tell y'all. I got y'all that long ass story. Like, so. Oh, I forgot this part. So I want the Ottoman that goes with this sectional, okay? The Ottoman equally as hard to track down as the damn sectional. Let's just be clear. I've called around today, okay? Trying to see if somebody just have the Ottoman. Everybody, we all twinning right now. Everybody that's the one that bought this sofa, I totally understand why, okay? This is a good quality made sectional. This sectional, heavy as all get out. The stitching, just the whole, everything about this sectional looks grand to me. I was looking at the stitching at some of the higher end ones when I took you guys down to Furniture Land South. None of them were except for the very first one that I showed y'all. And I think it was maybe in the very first part one that was already sold. That was the most comfortable sectional that I actually saw and sat on down there. The other sectionals were more of the aesthetic of them were very pleasing. They looked cute. They, you know, but I'm a comfy girl. You see the TV right there? I'm a TV watcher. I like comfortable things. I don't want things to look like I paid $10,000 for them and then they hard as all get out, or I can't snuggle up on them, or they just don't, you know, give me that feel. I'm not her, okay? Those expensively made sectionals and other pieces that I saw, they were decent, good. I ain't gonna take nothing from them. They were made good, okay? I was looking at the stitching and how things were kind of put together, right? So they were made good, okay? But again, for the price, I guess you pay for what you like, whatever. This right here, the stitching, the quality of this sectional, y'all, is giving me my whole life right now. I assure you, if I say this is a go and you go by it and you feel another type of way about it, hey, something wrong with you, sis, brother. This sectional is no joke. Now, anyway, I want the Ottoman to go with it. I want the Ottoman. Remember how I had the other one, the dark gray big one set up? I had the Ottoman. I like the Ottoman for extra seating. I like the Ottoman because you can store stuff in it. And I like the extension that it gives to the sectional. Now, the big dark gray one that I had, right, that Ottoman was bigger, and the dimensions were bigger than the actual couch itself, right? So if I turned it one way, it would either be too narrow and it would be too much couch still showing, or if I turned it the other way, it would be longer than the couch, okay? Well, the Ottomans that comes with this part deal actually are the same width and height as the end of the section. So it would actually look like an extension instead of just an Ottoman, which is why I really, 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 really want the Ottoman. So now I'm on the hunt for the dang Ottoman, okay? That being said, it's a game changer for me, y'all. I know y'all like, turn that dang camera down. I'm sick of you. No, not yet. Gotta tell y'all stuff. Y'all know I'm long-winded, bruh. Don't be trying to fast forward, because I might not even show it at all. Now, listen. Now, I told y'all, my style was changing. Listen, not my whole style. I told you guys I wanted to incorporate a little bit of that restoration hardware vibe in my space, right? Well, somebody left a comment and said, Sharon, you ain't got one thing in your house. Restoration hardware vibe, not at all, never have. Girl, stop by, girl, please, basically. And that is true. Kind of, sort of. I don't know if y'all remember my OGs. I know y'all do. I hauled some stuff back at the house, for reference, that I had picked up when I was locally driving for Ashley, and I was going to all the Ashley home stores, all down in Charlotte, down in that area, and I would go in their clearance section, and I would find little stuff, right? Do you guys remember those? I bought two of them. They were cementy-ish, like vases. Like a vase. It had like a base on it. It was like the color of cement, and it was made of like, not cement, but kind of like maybe like clay or ceramic that had been blasted to look like cement before. They had lids on. I bought two of them. Very restoration hardware-ish, kind of, sort of. If you remember those, I showed them to you in a haul video back at the house. I was down in the basement. I had stumbled upon them. It was around the same time I had bought those decorative zebra print storage books. And then there was an orange. Look, girl, I remember some of my hauls. Anyway, that was very restoration hardware to me, okay? That being said, right, when I think of restoration hardware, maybe I wasn't clear when I said that. When I said I'm always be a glam girl. I'm always going to be her. I'm always going to love a little sparkle, okay? I don't know if y'all noticed this, but when you first met me back at the house, and even through a few of the apartments, maybe I think that's kind of when I started dwindling away from it. Everything I had to be sparkly. Everything had to be mirrored. It had to have some bling on it. It had to okay. That's how you met me, right? Cheesy DIYs with everything sparkly, just all of that. Now, to me, that is a bling girl. Not necessarily a glam girl. That's just how I look at it. Not to take away from my bling sisters, because I was her. I felt like if it wasn't blinging, it wasn't right, okay? But what I realized was all that bling. Okay, y'all see I showed y'all that in the last video. I showed y'all, right? If it's too much of that, right, on the surface, if it's too much, it overwhelms me. It looks cold. It's stark. It doesn't give me that warm, cozy feeling. So I started phasing out a lot of that blinged out stuff and started going with less of that, right? So I kind of transitioned from the bling girl to the more glam girl. So glam stuff, introducing plants to bring in the greenery. I got away from the silver stuff, a lot of silver, and I started introducing the warmer gold colors, the warmer hues of gold, right? To warm things up. Very little mirrored-y, mosaic-y stuff. Like that's not doing too much. I actually love how that looks. And this over here, for example, like, you know, that. Not too much, just enough sparkle, just like my picture here, you know. Just enough. Just enough. So I'm not the blinged out girl like everything on this table is everywhere in my house. No. So I don't have the restoration vibe in here. And I thought about it. I said, I don't have a lot of surface area. For one, right? I have that, the TV stand, okay? Got my little lady on there, or y'all, some say it's a man, some say it's a lady, I don't know. Anyway, I got her on there. She's facing the door to keep the evil spirits out. And the people that's evil watching my channel too, to keep y'all asses away too. So she's facing this way, okay? So her, some more gold, you know, my gold bar, just my chandeliers is the most bling that I have in here. So I don't have right now the restoration vibe. And I don't even really see where I could incorporate it. Because I'm far from the bling girl now. I'm more of just a glam girl. I'm a glam girl. Wouldn't you agree? This is a more glam penthouse. This is a more glam penthouse, a more subtle glam penthouse. I don't feel like I have to pile everything mirror or shiny in one spot to say, ooh, I'm glamorous. No, to me that looks tacky. It hurts my eyes, and it just gives off too much. You got mirrored stuff, a bunch of mirrored stuff, a bunch of sparkly, blinged out stuff. You got a bunch of silver stuff, all that stuff right there together. Just everything just right. I ain't hunting them on y'all. I have evolved. No shade if your house is like that, sis. No shade to you, because if you love it, if you like it, I love it. That's the saying. If you love it, I like it. I think that's how it goes. Okay? So if you like it, I love it. That's how it goes. So I'm not her. Okay? I'm a very, I feel like glam girl. On a lower scale glam. I feel like I'm glam restoration. I am glam restoration hardware. Okay? I don't have a whole bunch of, well, I kind of do. I got a lot. And then if you look down, all the way down the hallway down there, you know, you can see my nightstand, my mirror. You see these mirrors here. Excuse me. Mirrors open up a space. Y'all know that. My mirrors ain't going no dang where, okay? I just am strategic at where I place them, to be honest with you. Like, facing the bed. I'm not doing that again, because that just didn't work out for me. Mirrors facing beds while you're sleeping. No. So I'm strategic in how I place my mirrors. I said that to say that. So I feel like I'm creating my own style here. I feel like I am glam restoration, okay? I don't have a lot of cement stuff in here because I don't have a lot of surfaces to put a lot of beautiful, huge things on other than this, you know, and I feel like even this is simplistic. Just her, the two little gold mirror things over here. I feel like, I mean, you know, it's not a lot going on for real. But I'm going to still try to just bring in one or two or three or four or five elements of that restoration vibe, and everything else stays. I love it. Okay, let me show y'all the damn section. Y'all probably like, I hate sharing right now. I know y'all hate me. How long I've been talking? Ooh, almost an hour. Ain't showed you no. The sofa changed the game for me. I'm gonna just be honest. It really did. Because I don't know where to go from here. Trying to show y'all everything. Okay, so the pillows that you see, oh, here go the light. The pillows that you see on the couch, the ones that came on the couch, are those that dark gray in the back. Maybe I should bring you closer. Hold up. Oh, let me clean your face. Wait a minute. Gotta give you the full experience. Okay, so let's look at the sectional for a second here. Let's just look at her. Let's just look at her. What I love the most about this sectional is the two sides coming this way. This is such a TV sectional for me. The fact that I have two shades is basically. And when I locate my Ottoman, it can go on either end. Okay, now this door doesn't open. This one here is for decoration. This is the one that opens. So I don't mind putting, you know, like the table's not really blocking it. It's just kind of like nestled in the corner. But whichever side I decide I want to put my Ottoman on when I locate it, it's not going to matter to me if it comes out a little bit further or on this side. Now, my problem is the tables. The lamps. For me, it's kind of messing up my feng shui or something. Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure what it is about the tables that is causing me a little bit of So I am on the hunt for some tables just to see if changing them out will make a difference. Anywho, yeah. So the pillows on the couch, right? This gray one, that gray one, and the gray one right there came with the couch. And nothing's on the other side of them. They're just gray pillows, right? So they're cool for now. And then these are the ones I had on the Big Daddy couch because I decided I don't want to do blue in here. So these are the fuzzy ones that I had initially in the other apartment on the other couch. Remember, I had bought those from Home Goods, and they do have a little bit of sparkle on them. And then again, so it did also come with another pillow that's this color on this side, and then there's a print on the opposite side. Now, you know them wasn't staying on here, honey, okay? They're in the closet somewhere. I could use them later, put a pillow cover over them, call it a day, okay? So this, it just fits perfect in this spot. The Big Daddy was bigger because it actually came to the edge of the far edge of the wall in the last apartment. Not the one that I just moved from, but the other 3-bedroom. It was less space because it came out further. You know, it went straight to the edge of the wall. So as you can see, it's still a ton of walk space through for the bar stools, all that jazz or whatever. And then this is how she looks. And I just sat those there because I don't have anywhere to put them right now. So, coffee table, end tables, area rug, my new Ottoman when I locate it, will be the game changer in this space. Because, and even the lamps, like I'm just, this right here, I'll figure it out, because you know I will. I would definitely figure out, once the rug is in, I may find lower tables, different lamps. I may even find a different coffee table. And that might be how I can incorporate my restoration hardware feel into my place. Because I do want to warm it up. Like you see this silver on mirror, I ain't feeling that anymore. That look right here for me is a no-go. Silver mercury glass lamp, mirror, it's just too much of the same thing. I ain't feeling that look no more. It's not giving me what I need, okay? It's not giving me what I need. So, coffee table, tables, lamps, area rug. Probably change those pillows out for sure. I'm not going to overload my couch with pillows like I used to. It probably won't be no more than this, and even less than this. I just use these because I had them already, and I had them in the guest bedroom, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to just bring them out here. They're white or cream or whatever, and you know, they're cute. They have that mix-in feel, and the gray ones aren't bad either, but the other ones with the print on them, and the print wasn't that bad. I'll show it to you. It's not that bad. It's just not really my style. So this is the blue stuff in this room. So let me show you what the pillow looks like. It's light gray on this side, like the couch. And then this is the print that is on the other side. Not really my vibe. So they're nice and super thick. So it'll definitely make a good pillow to insert. Oh, you know what? It zips off. Hallelujah. Hold up, honey. Girl, this thing zips off with stuffing on the inside. Hold up. Let me lay you right here for a second. Who would have known? So that definitely can make a good pillow thing, stuffing into a pillow. So anyway, this is how this room is looking, the guest bedroom. I know, who told you to open back up? Close, Sue. Okay. Yeah, so this is how she looks. Don't pay no attention to none of that, because it's just all jacked up right now. Anywho, here's the sectional I've been dying to get. This is the one. Don't sleep on big lots, y'all, okay? Don't sleep on the lots, honey. This sectional has given me my whole world right now. And even more so when I locate that Ottoman. Oh, it's perfect. It's just perfect. Comfy. You talking about movies. I ain't sleep on it last night. I went and got in bed like a normal human being. Yeah, I really feel like it's going to have a whole nother vibe. When I can, girl, I'm about to go on the hunt today. I taught y'all over an hour now. I love you. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Be on the lookout. I'll try and show you what I see down at the other two furniture places that I go today, and whatever else I can look up on to change up the penthouse. But I'm so glad that I have me sectional now. Okay, y'all, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you made it this far, give your girl a thumbs up. I love you, and I will see you in the next freaking video. Bye.